This is the sculpture fight, aka the water heater fight. The Gremlin has two separate Fury animations based on missing HP, but both are just animations and do nothing. Page 381 of the Ultimania Omega gives possible answers for the characters that come out when the Gremlin uses Bad Mouth, two of which being katakana symbols, one being a Korean symbol, one being a trident, and one being the logo for Fuji TV. There it is. So, these symbols... This one is the symbol for Fuji TV, which is like a Japanese TV service. This is supposed to be a trident, and then two of them are katakana symbols, and one is a Korean symbol. We always said what it's actually supposed to be is probably a tombstone, but we never knew for sure. One thing that I never knew is that healing magic will not hurt it, but holy element will automatically kill it. So I'm pretty convinced it is supposed to be a tombstone. But then we couldn't do a cool thing where it's like weak to holy, and you could do like holy added effect. As evil as it sounds, I like this idea of giving ailments this far into the glacier. Then either you gotta backtrack all the way to get softs, or reset and buy softs. Basically, he just uses Fire Shell up to 3 times, depending on an RNG roll. And of course, like every other enemy in the entire game, he uses the triple attack more often when he's lower on health. I'm telling you, like 90% of the enemies in this game are more dangerous when low health. You would be shocked to hear how many enemies have some kind of low health gimmick. Because the game gives you no feedback that that's happening. With active battle, the slow numb is a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem. Now, what are the Gremlins going to do? The Gremlins have 4 attacks. Claw, which does 16 damage. Bad Mouth, which does 48 damage and causes sadness, which we're definitely going to turn off. And then 2 moves called Fury that do absolutely nothing. It should definitely be something where, like, every time they get hit, they do the Fury move, and then the Fury, like, either makes them stronger or faster or something. At 75% HP, they use Fury, and at half HP, they use Fury 2. And it sets variable 20, so it does actually do something. The move itself doesn't do anything, but when they use the move, it sets a variable that I think just makes them bad mouth more often. That's a cool idea, Todd. I kind of swapped it though, because I wanted to have a mechanic where if you put on added effect Alexander, you deal more damage to these guys to like reward you for getting Alexander. So I ended up doing the opposite, and actually they have pretty high magic defense. But I like that idea of having like an enemy that's tough to attack and then having another enemy give you Berserk. We could have Bad Mouth give silence, but this fight already has slow numb in it. We could have it give stop, and then it would have the actual positive effect of not stoning you. Let's try it and see how terrible it is. No. What what crashed? Oh, I think I know what crashed. I think I set 20 to 0 and then tried to do a random number generation of 0. The thing about this fight is it's annoying, but like they don't do a lot of damage. Wait, he didn't get haste. Why didn't this guy get haste? Oh, he did get haste, it's just not showing it. For some reason. Oh, so it is not updating. So why doesn't it update? Is it because it doesn't deal damage? There really is like a goofy thing we could do with the water heater, like spilling water on the gremlins. If I give haste, and then give it the same animation script as Fury, we might be able to get a cool effect where it has the same animation. But wait, why did the ID change? We also need to make it so they only do this once, because they're just doing it every time they get hit. I guess because we're copying the animation, I think it messes it up. So I think instead we'd have to copy animation script 4 maybe. And then have them just do both attacks. I do like the idea of maybe when we physically attack the water heater, it like leaks. But he's in the back row. But I guess once you realize that he's slow numbing you, you might decide, oh, I should attack him first. Okay, so that works. It's a bit ugly, but it works. Okay, so how would this work? You get into the fight. You start attacking the gremlins. You realize that the gremlins rage the more damage you deal to them. And you realize that the water heater slow numbs you. So then you think, okay, for now on, I'm going to target the water heater first, right? Kill the water heater as fast as possible, stop the slow numb, then we deal with the gremlins. But then we could put in some mechanic where if you attack the water heater, it like leaks water. And then the water buffs the gremlins. But in what way would we do that? We could maybe... What would be really funny is if we made the gremlins grow like the bombs do. Check to see if the gremlins are alive. If they are, pick one. Use leak, and then it makes them bigger. Maybe if I did like a magic counter that looked for a specific attack, would that work? It'd be the same issue we have with the hungry, where like he's not going to grow till he gets hit again after the leak. How can we make this work? Materia Keeper, you're right. That was the one. Okay, so we need to figure out what number is water. 6. We'll just have to guess. Imagine we get it right in one try. Let's probably just kill him. Nope. Why did it miss some of them? What the heck? Oh, because this Berserk spell isn't 100%, I don't think. I'm gonna have to change it. I'm gonna have to change the Berserk spell. I don't think the Berserk spell always hits. It does not. We're changing it so it always hits. Okay, it's not 6. It's not 7. Could it be 8? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would make sense that it's 7. It's 7th in the list. At least for now, just to get it working, we could just pretend like it's fire. So like we could have them use steam vent, which is fire, but we can just pretend like it's water. We could do a physical counter, target, it's probably gonna have to be top bit. So variable 100, variable 120, and then do a physical counter, target, variable 100. So then Gremlin is going to see that it's fire element. Will it even counter? Will it counter a counter? It did not counter a counter. So what we'll probably have to do is have it do it on like the next turn or something. First of all, just make sure this works before I get too crazy. It does not work. Why is it not working? Steam vent is fire. Are enemies coded to not counter enemies? I don't think so. Maybe elements doesn't check enemy attacks? Oh, wait. I know why. I know why. Because Steam Vent's a physical attack. We gotta make Steam Vent magical, which also means I gotta rebalance it because it's gonna do too much damage now. That's better. Okay, so now... Yes, now it's working. Okay. The way it's gonna work is when we get attacked, we're gonna set a variable 200 to 1, and then at the start of your turn, if variable 200 is 1, then you're gonna target the gremlin with Steam Vent. Else, go to label 9 and do your turn normally. And I think even if he does leak, he's still going to do his turn normally. That way you're not like... That way you can't attack him and just force him to leak every turn and never actually do his regular attacks. And then also we need to set variable 200 back to 0 so it doesn't leak every turn. And then we go to the gremlin and we say if hit with fire, or, well, yeah, fire, even though we're going to make it water, maybe, hopefully, at some point. Do we try to make him grow? I don't think the grow is going to work, right? We can try it, but because the bombs have an attack that causes the grow to happen. And I don't think we can just give them that attack. Wait. Oh, I guess they don't. Interesting. He's not leaking. Oh, there he goes. Oh my god, it works. Oh my god, it works right away. Wait. I'm actually kind of shocked that worked. I guess because it's a counter just like the bombs do it. It works right away. So now we can take the hungry, because we gave the hungry a mechanic where as he gets bigger he also does more damage. And now his physical attack power becomes his physical attack power plus 40. And then that becomes his new physical attack power. And it'll stack. The only issue is we have no limit to this. So it could potentially overflow. His strength starts at 70. Which is doubled, I think. So 140. So he could get like maybe 2 increases before he starts overflowing. We could just see how many times and then just limit it to that. Okay, so now every time he steam vents, this dude should grow. That's so funny looking. And then he should be doing more damage now. So now he does 321. And they're kind of creepy when they get big. Oh my god, it's like kind of creepy. But oh, that animation is really crazy now because he's taking up so much space when he does it. And now he's hasted. Yep, now he's doing like 600 damage. It's doing so much damage to him too. Oh my god, look how big he is. Okay, he overflowed. So how many grows was that? 3, I think? It was the 3rd one that made him overflow. So we'll do this twice. We'll make a variable to just do the strength part of it twice. Starts at 0, grows the first time, goes to 1, grows the second time, goes to 2. It's no longer less than 2. So now we have a fight where every time you attack him, he leaks onto the gremlin, and the gremlin grows. And every time he grows, he gets stronger, up to twice. And then when after the second one happens, he doesn't get stronger, but he still keeps getting bigger. How many people are gonna like sit here and do this forever just to see how much bigger he gets? Oh no, now he's berserk. Oh my god, he's massive. It's gonna get to the point where he becomes a giant upside down gremlin. That is one big boy. He kind of reminds me of Lost Number. I don't know why. I think it's the way he has his hands. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. This is the fight. This is perfect. You can also make him grow yourself by just hitting him with fire. Which we're gonna change to water, hopefully. But it just looks for any fire, so in the fight, if you had access to water and you threw water on him, he would grow that way too. We need to make the attack called leak, so it makes more sense. Which I think should just mean copying this attack. That should work, I think. And then we just have to make it work on both gremlins. And we could even give it an animation that is like water. But we got to figure out what element water is first. Yeah, this is awesome. This is great. Perfect idea for this fight. Good job, guys. Starting from the top, it does a random chance. It picks either Gremlin A or Gremlin B. It then checks to see if that gremlin is alive. If it's alive, then it does the leak attack on it. If it isn't alive, then we need it to check the other one. So I guess we just have to do like double checks. Do a random word. If the random word is 0, check to see if 100 is alive. If he is, leak onto 100. Don't leak anymore. Go to label 1. If he isn't alive, go to variable 9. Now check to see if 120 is alive. If 120 is alive, leak onto 120. Go to label 1. If they're both dead, then you're just going to label 1. We found water to be 6,040 in the code, but it's not 6. What would I even put here? Like 40? That'd be kind of wild if it works. Let's test it real quick. What did I just do? You're the goat. You're the goat. It is 40. So now we can turn into a water attack. And then attempt. Maybe I'll do this off stream. We got to attempt to give it an attack effect that looks like water. But this fight should now work. I can attack the dude and he'll leak. And it'll make the dude grow. And then I could also throw a dragon scales and that would also make him grow. We done did it. We done did it. What a cool fight, man.